What I have here is a Langdon miter box company, Langdon improved miter box. Now this is just one of the versions of Leander Langdon's original miter box design that he patented in 1864. Now this one is a Langdon improved. It was patented around 1881 or 1882, and what made it improved was these pieces of the fence that set in these slots, which I don't have. They actually would pivot out so you could cut odd angles, and there's one on each side. Now there's a lot of things this miter box does not have that some of the later Langdons had, and one of the things was saw guides. They had saw guides like this, and these actually did double duty. They actually, you could set them up as a depth stop, so if you wanted to cut into your piece of work part of the way, you could set these up, but these also acted as the saw stop, so you didn't saw into the miter box. There's no vernier scale out here to read. It does have the usual detents, 90 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees. The saw post here, it does move. You can move it in and out about 3 inches. There's really no good way to lock it down in between the detents other than tightening. There's a screw here. You can tighten that down, and you just kind of pull these two pieces together. Whether that worked really well or not, I don't know. There's also no stops on here or work, holding devices. Now, if you wanted to set it up to cut multiple pieces, there's nothing on it that would do that. You have to come up with something else on your own for that. And there's also no way to hold the saw up. Like some of the later Langdons, they had a device on the saw post that you could pull it up and lock it in place above your work so you could set it up before you dropped it in and sawing. So it's a little primitive compared to some of the later miter boxes, but it's still usable like it is. And there's no reason not to use it. There's plenty of these things around. This one's 120, 140 years old, maybe, something like that. It's a little, it's a little beat up, but it's still accurate. So there's no reason not to use it. There you go. Langdon Miter Box Company, Langdon Improved.